Hey, hey, you guys, let's go ahead and get some messages from our spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, what is the most important messages the collective needs to hear right now? We got three. Okay, wait, I feel like it goes like this. Okay, bottom of the deck. New life. New life. First card out, we got fork in the road, exchanging gifts, and breathe. All right. I feel like someone here has been at a crossroads about what they're going to do in their future, okay? And I feel like this has already happened. I feel like somebody here needed to make a decision because the fork in the road, right? You can go this way, this way, this way, this way. And this can be in any situation of your life. Am I going to stay in this relationship or am I going to go? Am I going to get into this relationship, and it can be a relationship of all sorts. It can be career, it could be romantic, it could be friend, right? It can be in all areas, or a new relationship with a new community. Maybe you want to move. And so for that new life to be able to birth itself, because I almost see it's like she's coming out of this egg, right? And she's like, she's been in this slumber, like in this cave or whatever. And she's like waking up and realizing like, oh my God, all I need to do is make a change. And I feel like she came into somebody or came into her own gift. So, maybe there was someone here that could have led her, because I am seeing this kitty like reaching up. So it could have been somebody who, somebody who's feral, somebody who's been very feral, and somebody who has always, or somebody who's been in this box for far too long. See how he is like tied to that pole, I'm tied to this relationship. I can't get out, and I feel like the gift is realizing like you can actually step out. She's got two legs. She can step out of that box at any point in time, just like he can pull himself away. Like he's much stronger than that tiny little pole. But it's the you see the monkey up here, it's like the trickster. It's like his mind is playing tricks on him. And this like it's not even a tightrope, right? It's not even a tightrope. So at any point in time, you can unravel yourself from this situation and stand up and step out into what? This new life. Into what? A breath of fresh air. Some of you just need to sit back and listen to your inner voice. For others of you, maybe this is about you reaching out to somebody who can actually help you along your journey. Somebody who can help you, like, you think about cats. Cats are very feral animals, right? They're rebellious. They're like, you can pet them when they want you to pet them. You know what I mean? Like, and maybe that's what this is. But a cat, they can go away. They can go do their thing. And for some of you, you felt stuck, like you couldn't do that. So that's what's transforming in your life. There's this major transformation that you're not stuck in some box. And I don't feel like you're supposed to be confined in this box we call life. You're supposed to step out of it. And you're supposed to step out of it gracefully. Stepping out of it gracefully and peacefully. You look at all of these cards, right? They're very graceful, they're very peaceful, they're very angelic. It's just very like smooth. And I feel like it's like once you make the decision, which is whatever this decision is, I'm going to step out of this relationship and no longer, I've learned everything there is to learn from this relationship and I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for, and I'm willing to reach for that. Because here you see her reaching. And I feel like maybe it's your mind. Again, I go back to the mind keeping you stuck. We have 9 here, which is all about perseverance. So you persevering through, not giving up, and realizing like this was all a gift. I do feel like there is somebody here that can help you along your journey. All you have to do is reach out to this person. This person somebody could have Leo in their chart. Scorpio, I get here too. Let me see. What else do we have here? Spirit, what else do we have here? What do I want? Which cards do I want? Let's do here. Okay. I don't feel like somebody's no longer on the fence. Somebody is no longer on the fence about something. Yeah, show the world the real you. That sits right underneath the fork in the road. This is about allowing yourself to be vulnerable. It's, the fork in the road, I look at her and, this is Aquarius. This is the star. And the star is all about our hopes, our wishes, our dreams. The star is all about healing. And if you want healing, for some of you, it's about vulnerability, needing to be vulnerable. But it's also about when she's pouring from this urn, this is Aquarian energy. It's wisdom. It's the wisdom that she's learned from this situation, which has gotten her to make these changes in her life. And if you've been going down one road and that road just isn't working, then you have to do something completely different. And you're going to have to go in a completely different direction if you want things to change. And that can be scary. But I feel like the vulnerability is in your authenticity. If your life is in chaos, it's because you're not being authentic. You're not being true. So at the bottom of the deck, what do we have? What do you need to release? What do you need to let go of? We do have the 13 here, which is Scorpio. We are in Scorpio season now. It's like you have to let something die in order for something new to begin. And as humans, we want to know what that thing is. Well, before I let this relationship go, I want to know who else is coming in. Like I want to see my options. That's like Venus and Scorpio, right? Venus and Scorpio is the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups is like one man with 7 cups, and there's all these different options, and I can't choose just one. And he's got like a 1 on his finger. He's like, just one. One cup has a snake in it. One cup has a rainbow. One cup has a treasure, right? One has a dragon. It's like, what cup are you going to choose? Like, choose wisely. And right now, I feel like, again, you're going to have to choose wisely. So what is it that you need to release? What is it that you need to let go of? Remember this. If something is meant to be in your life, it will always be. Okay? Like the universe didn't get it wrong. So if sometimes it's not a no, it's a not right now. What else do we have here, Spirit? So again, this goes back to making a choice, and it's about you. And it's something that, we've got this meditate and contemplate. We also have the breathe card. I feel like for some of you, you just need to sit back and listen to that inner voice. For some of you, this is about psychic abilities, reaching out to someone who has those psychic abilities, somebody who has that foresight. It could be a therapist. It doesn't have to be a psychic or an astrologer, or, it can be like, grandma. Somebody who has, an innate gift to be able to give that wisdom, who can share that with you, share their gifts with you, helping you tap into your own gifts. And it's something that you might have been going round and round and round and round. Well, and again, we've been in Libra season, right? So, I will. No, I won't. Yes, I will. No, I won't. Well, now we're in Scorpio season, and Scorpio's like, okay, ready or not, because you have to remember, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. Pluto is death, decay, and destruction. Boom, tower comes down. Secrets are revealed, because Pluto also rules secrets, right? So it's like, it doesn't have to get to this detrimental. Like, if you're not paying attention to the signs, it will. Because it's like, the universe is trying to get you to go in a different direction, and the only way to do that is through sometimes turmoil. Especially when you've just been kind of going in circles and playing with the delusion. Yeah, there it is. There it is. That's what I just said. The destruction. A fiery climax approaches at the end. And then what happens? Get this. A new romantic cycle begins. So for some of you, if this is a relationship, you got to out with the old. Something, listen, this person just doesn't cut it for me anymore. I want something new. I need to heal. It says a time for healing. That's clarifying the new life. Listen, for those of you who this is a relationship, if you were being completely honest, are you even in a position to be in a relationship right now? Or is there some type of healing that you need to go through? Maybe that's from your childhood, your upbringing. Maybe it's from your mom, your dad, whatever. Everybody has a fucking story as to why they put up with less than they deserve. But at the end of the day, you are the common denominator of all the rises and falls in your relationships. You can't blame other people for your experiences. But when the tower comes in, which again, Pluto is that tower, and we do have number 13 here, scorpionic energy, and Pluto is at 29 degrees of Capricorn. It's making a lot of aspects right now, and it's getting ready to oppose Mars, which is painful endings, abrupt endings, boom. You want to make sure that you are ending those things before the universe steps in and ends them for you, because it's not going to be in a nice way. Not going to be in a nice way. And if there's something you've been on the fence about and you've been holding back from your healing process, and there is something that you are supposed to be experiencing in the near future, which for a lot of you, it is a new relationship. So if you're on the fence about, this dipshit doesn't know what to fucking do with you. If you're on the fence about somebody who can't even figure out what the fuck they want from you, they don't want anything from you. They just want to make you crazy. So stop making yourself late with your healing process. Stop making yourself late, getting to your new life. Stop holding yourself back and tying yourself down. The illusion is you're tied to this other situation. That's just the illusion. That's where we get trapped in our mind, right? This is where we sit back and we breathe and we go, okay, there's got to be more to the situation than what I'm giving it credit for. And obviously the universe has my back. That's why they're putting me through this. And I don't like this feeling. So I'm going to make a different decision. So, and I feel like that's the intuitive thing to do is like, I don't like how this job makes me feel. It's time for me to, start thinking about putting out my resume. I don't like how this, friend makes me feel. I'm just going to let them know and then I'm going to part ways. I don't like how this, relationship makes me feel. Thanks, but no thanks, and then we make the choice to go other places because we want peace in our life. But sometimes it comes through the upheaval to bring us that balance, to bring us that peace so that we can breathe again. And usually it's because when we have Libra here, it's about making decisions, right? And we have that fork in the road here, and Libra is about, balancing out these decisions. Well, if I do this, like the pros and cons, right? Well, if I do this, then there's going to be this. And if I, if I break up with this toxic person, then it's going to bring me to a really nice romantic cycle, Okay, well, I have to sacrifice this for this. So, but it's also going to bring you peace. It's going to bring you, calmness. Who the fuck doesn't want calmness? Who the fuck doesn't want a relationship that makes them feel calm? Who the hell wants to live in chaos? And so the new life that you're manifesting for yourself, and what we've been dealing with for the past few years is, that's why there's been so much healing in the collective. And it's like, I see all my divine feminines, like there's a feminine on this card. There's a feminine on this card. There's a feminine on this card, and a whole nother deck, there's a feminine on this card. So the feminines are the ones who initiate the healing process. And once the feminine is done playing in her distorted feminine energies, and says, I'm tired of bitching about my boss all the time. I'm tired of bitching about my relationship. I'm tired of being made to feel crazy. I'm tired of the gaslighting. I'm tired of all this bullshit. Like, I just want a life of peace, a life that I don't need a vacation from, where I can utilize my gifts and, be creative and, get up in the morning and feel harmony and listen to the birds chirping and the rain trickling and just feel at peace. And if you don't feel that with somebody in your life, then take away their power, because that's what Pluto represents. You taking back your power. And by you stepping fully into your divinity, you're no longer playing in that subconscious realm of distorted energy. Well, I'm going to win at all cost. And I'm going to make myself, and I'm going to let this person make me out to be toxic. And there's, that, I see that with the number 13 here, because death doesn't come in for no reason, right? It's because somebody's making you change who you are, because you're not your authentic self when you're in this situation. You're not your authentic self when you go to that job. So this really isn't a punishment. It's like showing you the way so that you can heal, so that you're not making yourself late for this new business partnership or this new, romantic relationship or this new friendship or whatever this is bringing to you. And they're showing me the clock behind me, and they're saying it's time. Time is up. Tick tock, the clock is ticking and time is up. Learn to dance again. Pay attention to even the music that you're listening to. Are you listening to this, oh, poor me, like country music, my wife left me and my, white picket fence, my truck broke down and she stole my dog and I drink because I love her and blah. It's like, oh my God, you rewind it, you get all your shit back, you get your dog back, you get your white picket fence back, you get your wife back, you get all that shit back. But the question is, did you even really want it back? Do you even really want it back? Because for the first time in your life, you're going to be able to breathe. Because you're the one who's making the decision. You're the one who's saying, this doesn't work for me. Like this takes me out of my authenticity. This takes me out of my happy, cheerful self. So because of making these decisions, there might be a little bit of boredom. You might not know what to do, but that's when, in this cycle, it's like, well, there's this void, finding new things to do, new hobbies. Maybe you want to pick up painting or quilting or pottery or gardening or whatever. Reading, 75 hard, or I don't know why I got that, but maybe somebody's thinking about doing a 75 hard. Where I don't know anything about it. I know you read like some pages or write or whatever and do like push-ups and drink so much water and eat whatever. I don't know. Look it up. But somebody maybe has already been looking into that, and maybe it's time for you to do that and really put that focus that you had on something else onto yourself. I always call it like the coffee phase, right? So it's like, after smelling a bunch of perfume and getting overstimulated, you need to smell some coffee to cleanse your palate. So maybe it's time for you to go take a coffee break and, go cleanse your palate for a minute before you start making other decisions, so that you're not doing it on an emotionally based, but you're really being able to balance out. I'm not seeing a whole lot of earth here, but I am seeing where you guys need to stay grounded, because we do have the fire here. We do have the air here. We have the air here twice with Libra and Aquarius, and we have Aries and we have Pisces here. And I mentioned Scorpio earlier. So I'm not saying that these are, these could be the signs that you're working with. You could have these in your chart, or this could be, you'll know where it fits. If it resonates, doesn't mean it's not your message if that does not resonate. So anyway, your new life is asking you to heal. In order for you to step into your new life, you're going to have to heal from your old life. So this is prime time, baby. Like, don't pass this up. Like, get to the point where you're dancing in the kitchen, you're turning on some awesome music, you're lighting some incense, you're cleaning, and you're happy and poised to do so. You're happy and poised to deadhead your plants. You're happy and poised to wash those dishes, or to, spend a little bit of extra quality time with your animals, for those of you who have them, or your children even, Because what you guys are getting ready to come into after this ending, after these decisions, after all this, is you're going to realize, like, oh my God, what was I even thinking? What was I doing? Why? But you're also going to thank all of those aspects. You're going to forgive yourself. You're going to forgive others. There's going to be no more blame. And because of that, you're going to feel really good about how you opted out of whatever situation you're all in. Everybody's is going to be different. And some of you is all of the above, right? But at the end of the day, this new life consists of someone here definitely coming into union with their divine counterpart, if that is something that you want. For those of you who are not looking for a divine counterpart, this is about you coming into union with yourself and learning a partnership with yourself, which is always first and foremost. And for others of you, this is coming into a new business partnership. For others of you, this is coming into a new friendship. You know, there could be a new friend that comes in. You meet someone, you know, during this journey and while you're transforming, and it's like perfect timing. It's kismet. I don't get that word very often, but I've gotten it in the last couple of months. I think the last time I said it was a few months ago, but they're bringing that word up again, kismet. It's going to feel like the stars aligned and brought this individual into your life, and this person is going to show you a level of authenticity that you're going to want to rise to. That could be a mentor of some sort, somebody who is willing to go into the battle, but not willing to, you know, have any kind of stupid fights. They know when to pull back and they know when to push forward. And I feel like this person could also be helping guide you. Anyway, you guys, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in a personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. I love you guys all so much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It does help my channel grow. Give me a heart, comment. Let me know how this reading resonates with you guys. And just know I love you all so much, and thank you for your support. Check me out over on Facebook and Instagram under The Footsteps to Peace and Peace Unhinged Tarot. Love you guys. Take care.